Anyway, let's not keep going. Oh, how's everybody doing?
Good.
Welcome to the Kind of Sleepy Podcast. I'm your host, Knowledge. Who do I have sitting to my left this time? You just sitting across from me, man. What's going on? You
just trying to switch it up.
Switch sides on me?
I'm just trying to switch it up. I'm feeling.
It must be two sides.
I'm just trying to, I don't even know, man. I'm so damn tired.
I know a girl named Two Sides.
What?
That's her bike name.
Oh.
Yeah.
We like
Notice how both of y'all was like, oh. you know, it happens.
It's your boy B Wood, aka your favorite DJ's favorite DJ, aka I hate everyone this week,
aka don't get
fuck all y'all, aka
dog. Is that bad?
It's that bad.
Okay. Don't let this move taste fool you. Are you that today?
No, you can let it fool you if you want to.
All right. Well,
I'm gonna just sit here and sip on my drink.
So, hopefully, to my right is a kinder, gentler co-host, a newbie to the podcast, who's never been on the mic with us before.
Haven't.
Have you ever been on any kind of radio or podcast before?
I have.
Really?
I have in
Tell
D.C.
Us. Oh, ooh, Chocolate City. Hey. Ooh, hey, Richwood. Sorry.
Wow.
Wait, that's California.
Wow.
Sorry, that's the West Coast one.
Get in the water. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
I just had to throw my little go-go in there.
I was about to say, are we really doing that?
Yes, we are doing that.
Fair
I mean,
enough.
if we gonna rep for DC.
Okay, DMV was good.
So we got T-Love to the right.
Thank you, gentlemen, for having me.
Oh, I'm glad that you're here. I'm so glad you're here, T-Love. Now, me and T-Love go way back to 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
wow.
It's been 5 years.
I'm sick. That means I've been in Charlotte for 5.
No, yeah, you've been here 5 years. It's okay.
It sneaks up on you.
It
Trust
does.
Me,
So that means I've been here 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, the city still loves you. It's okay.
Okay.
I mean, you kicking ass and taking names with your career though.
Shoot.
I mean, you finna make another move, finna move on up.
Yes.
So hey,
you hired? Look, let's keep it real. Like,
is y'all hiring? Yo, I'll never forget the time I was managing the Finish Line and this girl came in looking for a job. She said, "Hey, is this job hard? Cause y'all looking for somebody motivated, and me, I just need a job."
At least she was honest.
And I was like, I'm sitting here like, yo, this is real life how I pay my bills right now. Like,
Look, that was potential. See?
I was like, are you kidding me right now? That's the first thing that came out of my mouth. I was like, wait, are you kidding me? Like, that's really what you want to ask me? She was like, are you the hiring manager? Yes. Oh, yeah, you should probably take that and give it back to me. Thank you. Give me that application.
You could have really imparted on her life.
Stop it.
I'm just saying.
Ma'am. In your words, we pray for those.
We do pray for those.
We pray for those.
Seriously.
First up, y'all favorite homeboy, aka what is it, Jamal Lyon, aka Juicy Smollett.
Juicy Smollett
has been not acquitted, but all the charges were dropped. Those are two different things for those of y'all that don't know.
Yes.
For those of you that think he was exonerated, I need y'all to like pump your brakes just a little bit. Having your charges dropped is very different from being exonerated or being found not guilty.
True.
To put that in perspective, R. Kelly has had his charges dropped multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's my thing, and this is what I say about Juicy Smollett. And we've made this disclaimer the last time we talked about this topic. I don't know whether he did it or not. At the end of the day, though, the story don't add up. And I know good and damn well and I love my Nigerian friends and frat brothers, but I'm not hiring not nan one of you Negroes to kidnap me and whoop my ass. And that was the most gentle ass whooping I've ever seen in my life. Now, I'd have had my ass whooped, okay? I'd have had my ass whooped in a sanctioned fight. I'd have had my ass whooped in the club. I've had my ass whooped, a couple times. I ain't never walked out of an ass whooping looking like Juicy Smollett did. I'm sorry. All right, now I ain't gonna sit here and pretend like I done lost more than I done won. Now, I done won more than I done lost. My win-loss ratio is still solid.
Okay,
Let the record reflect that
Because I was getting nervous there.
Yeah.
Because I was like, where's this
I
going?
didn't handed out more ass whoopings than I done took.
Okay.
But I have taken an ass whooping. And the thing is, for it to be a hate crime, if somebody actually hates you, you're not gonna walk out with a nick and a swollen eye.
Right.
You're gonna walk out looking like who done it, what for, and why.
Right. First, you're probably not walking.
You probably not gonna walk. You
Right.
probably gonna limp or crawl.
Right.
More than likely, or somebody's gonna come pick your ass up.
Right.
Just gonna be real about it. If they hate you, if it's a hate crime, and based on the fact pattern and what they said, you're that nigger from Empire, or you're that gay dude from Empire, or something like that, and they apparently said this is MAGA country and all that. That comes from hate.
Yes.
That means you want to see that person destroyed.
Correct.
I ain't finna. That looked like a pillow fight injury that Juicy Smollett had. I ain't gonna lie to you. I gotta get these jokes off because it's not like hate crimes against people of color and people in the LGBT community. Excuse me, LGBTQIA community plus are not funny in any way, shape, form, or fashion. But I'm sorry, that was the most gentle ass whooping ever in life. Like, did you at least pinch the nigga? Like, that's what I want to know.
Hey.
No. Keep it funky.
So if we're gonna keep it funky, let's keep it all the way funky. Why is it that the Nigerians are always caught up in scheming? Always scheming. They either we gotta send y'all some money to get, you send me some.
I am not finna get into this Nigerian
I'm
prince
offended.
scam with you.
I am offended.
I'm just asking.
Are you Nigerian?
No.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
You're just offended.
But I have
you're
a
offended
lot
by
of-
proxy?
Yes, by
Gotcha.
proxy. They're not always
Connie Sleepy
caught up. They
podcast
just
is not
have a
endorsed.
bad
The comment.
rep.
Okay, so one of my favorite frat brothers is Nigerian. I love him to death. Shout out to Nee.
I'm offended.
Nee is probably one of the most. You,
Okay, go ahead.
I'm on one tonight, y'all. I'm sorry.
Seriously.
I'm
Nee is
on
one of my
tonight.
favorite albums. He's one of the greatest black men I've ever known. And me and Nee had this like kind of like when Facebook was like first being a thing. I think me and Nee probably had one of the first real Facebook beefs ever. Because like we would go back and forth on Facebook posting like real messed up pictures and saying that was each other. And like, trigger warning, colorism. So Nee black as hell, right? And so I posted
1,000 midnights.
So I posted a picture of Cole and said this knee at night. So all that white around it, you see is his teeth.
Stop.
And so yeah, it was. What did I say? I said either that or I said this is knee back and this is knee as a baby or his baby picture, something like that. I forgot what I said. But then he posted a picture of me and one of our other frat brothers as Santa Claus and Santa's little helper, and I was the little helper. And so like we really went back and forth like this. Like this is me and Nee. This is how we get along. Like
Right.
me and him.
Right.
And I love him to death. I still love him to this day. His line name was Overdraft.
Oh.
Yeah. Cause he,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But-
Yeah.
What's in the
Look.
name?
what's in the name? A whole story. That's it right there. Uh-huh.
The best truth are said
I
in jest.
love Nee. Shout out to Nee. Nee, if you're listening, give me a call, man. I miss you.
Shout out to you, frat.
But yeah. So Jesse Smollett was let go.
Temporarily.
Well, they said they did a pre-trial diversion program
Right.
where he forfeited his $10,000 cash bail that he put up.
Good faith.
Because that was, that was what, 10% of his $100,000? Yeah, so he forfeited that $10K, and they dropped off 16 charges, which at 3 years apiece would have gotten him 48 years. Now, would he have gotten 48 years? Then again, I was going to say nah, but then again,
Well, yeah.
it is Chicago, and he is black.
Yeah.
He light-skinned, but he's still black.
You don't even have to say the Chicago part. He black.
Yeah, he black. So he probably would have got all 48 with
I don't
at
know.
least
He kinda
24 to
light-skinned,
serve.
though. They might have.
Nah, they would get. Here's the thing: if he'd have been another shade, he'd have got 36 to serve. They would have gave him 48 with 24 to serve.
Now, I would have to disagree.
Okay. Now you the one with the education for this.
Yes.
So I'm just talking shit.
I'm just saying, like, of all the charges, he would have pled out.
I have no doubt that he would have taken a plea deal. If he was smart, he would have taken a plea deal of some
Well,
sort.
Of course, but I just think
But some
that,
some knuckleheads be like, take that shit to trial. Y'all better stop listening to the last Mr. Big. If you know you did that shit, y'all better stop taking shit to trial.
No, you have a better outcome. What people fail to realize is that you have a better situation if you do take it to trial because it'll just get lost in the judicial system.
You ain't from Alabama.
I'm just saying.
Shit.
But no, people need to start taking the trial. That's why it's there.
You know, hanging judge is like one of them things that they just say like here
Well,
and
I
there.
reckon.
Well, in Alabama,
Well.
every damn judge is a hanging judge.
But let me
Every one of
I
them.
do declare.
I'm gonna.
wow, we going straight antebellum.
I'm trying to tell you,
Goddamn.
we didn't went off the rails already.
You know.
Oh, I
She
wish
done did-
I was in the land of cotton.
Oh, hey, all right, that's what. All right, I gotta draw the line. What we're not gonna do is sit here and have this type of behavior. This is
sorry.
unacceptable.
I'm sorry.
Unacceptable. I will not.
Sorry.
I feel officially scolded right now.
Sorry.
But we gonna keep. Let's keep it pushing.
But wait a minute. But let me just ask this. And something doesn't smell right to me because why would they drop the charges?
It's not
That's part of the
about-
program. That's part of the pretrial diversion program. From what that's only from what I was told by other attorneys and people that I know.
Okay.
That in the state of Illinois, city of Chicago, and in a lot of other places, they do a pretrial diversion program if the charges are not like heinous, like rape,
Right.
armed robbery, aggravated robbery, any sort of aggravated crime, assault and battery, stuff like that. You can do a pretrial diversion to where they will drop the charges, you forfeit your bail, and you have to perform community service. He did perform 18 hours of community service
Right. Okay.
as part of the pretrial diversion program. So,
Okay. Well, Juicy, shout out to you.
I mean, I think
Shout
that
out to him for what? Like the investigation.
having a good lawyer.
Still, no, well, yes. Shout out to a good defense attorney.
but the FBI investigation.
But hello,
is
let's
still
talk about
underway.
the federal investigation that is still underway.
But wait,
There's more.
there's more. Let's put a pin in federal investigations because we're gonna come back to something in a second,
Okay.
and I think y'all know what we're talking about. But let's stay in Chicago. Robert punk ass Kelly petitioned his judge to try to get a concession to be able to go to Dubai and perform. And then the Dubai government said,
We don't want you.
Not so fast, my friend. We ain't got no appearances for your punk
No,
ass."
thank you.
and so, okay. Now, allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly. We've been saying allegedly a lot.
Okay.
So, allegedly, there are certain Instagram models and high-class escorts who are paid lots and lots of money to go to Dubai
Oh yes.
for these excursions.
Oh yes.
Where they are used as sexual playthings for the men in Dubai.
Yes.
And as a part of that package, you can, may, and will get pissed on.
Yes.
So, with that in mind, for Dubai to be like, nah, nigga, you stay over there.
So we don't want to talk about- We're
I'm
good over
just
here.
saying.
You 50 Shades of Wrong right now.
No, he 50 shades of wrong. He
Y'all
50
both 25.
He 50 shades of yellow wrong at that. Like, I'm just letting you know. He's just foul.
I'm just.
Fuck R. Kelly.
I'm.
Fuck R. Kelly. So yeah, anybody got anything to say about R. Kelly other than fuck R. Kelly?
Nope.
He's pathetic, and I think that his defense team sucks.
I think his publicist sucks. So
It's
wait a
not
minute.
His publicist. Well, his entire team.
His entire
they're-
team is
they're
trash.
outdated. That's the thing. They're not of the times. Like, first of all,
R. Kelly's still putting out newsletters and shit.
like, sir,
Talking about, can I get an interview with Word Up?
be like, I'm sorry, who? Who?
Can I do a spread and write on?
Oh God.
Do y'all remember the magazines?
Y'all
Am I-
like, you
I know you remember them.
Oh, of course.
I know you remember them.
I'm washed.
I don't remember.
We've established.
You don't
this.
remember? You don't remember Right On and Word Up?
I
They was-
remember. I remember Word Up, but
Okay.
this whole Right On.
Yeah,
situation,
Right On was
no.
basically Word Up Light.
What?
It just had more pictures.
Oh,
That was the only difference.
okay.
Talking about can I talk to the Jet Beauty of the Week and
Yeah,
and have them
seriously.
like, bruh, what I need you to do is shut the fuck up.
Just sit down.
So speaking of other people who have bad publicists, Cardi B. So 3 years ago, Cardi B did a Facebook Live video where she admitted to drugging and robbing potential Johns, so to speak, when she was stripping at the strip club. If I'm not mistaken, was it Sue's Rendezvous or was it? Yeah, I don't know. Never mind.
Don't ask me.
Anyway,
I think it was two different.
it was. I know she was. I know she was at Sue's Rendezvous for a while, according to my ubiquitous clandestine sources. But I know she stripped at another club too. And so, of course, when you're in a strip club, I don't go to strip club. Let me tell y'all why. I feel like it's window shopping, and I don't do window shopping.
That's fair.
Now, I will go to Onyx because Onyx's wings will change your life.
Man, I told you about
keep
this.
telling me about
I
this
told you
Onyx
about this.
wings.
No eating in the strip club. I told you.
Bro,
Who
you ain't
doesn't go
had
to
Onyx
the
wings.
strip
I don't
club to
care what
eat?
kind of wings they got. You do not. It is a hard and fast rule with me.
Are you
do
kidding
not
me?
eat in the strip club.
You
At
need to do-
Stadium in
Not-
DC? Are
not-
you kidding me, sir?
No,
Yeah,
not
done-
never.
I done ate at Stadium.
What?
No, not never.
I
When did
mean,
you do that at?
that was a while ago though. I ain't been to Stadium in a
No,
while.
disclaimer. Yes, me either. Yes. Yes, it's been a while. Yes.
Like 3 weeks.
Sir.
Stop being messy.
Back when I was on Instagram, it was this stripper who I think used to work at Stadium, and I want to say she was like 48 years old,
What a woman.
and she had the body of like a 30-year-old,
What a woman.
and I was just like, wow,
Yeah.
wow,
Yeah.
like water and exercise,
Oh, that's awesome.
what it will do for you.
I'm telling you, what a woman.
But anyway, but no, so I only go to Onyx for the lemon pepper wings, fry hard. I
told
I'm
you.
dead serious. Bruh, you know what? You got to go with me one
No,
time.
look. I may go. I ain't having wings. I told you. You do not eat in the strip club.
Why?
Fine
It is
then.
unsanitary.
How?
Look.
They not shaking their ass by the fryer.
You don't know what kind of
Seriously.
airborne
What?
nonsense they have in
Are
that
you a
place.
germaphobe, sir?
I might be.
Then why go to the strip club? in
Hey,
the
that's
first
why I
place?
don't go.
Touche.
Oh, fair enough.
Now, okay,
Not
so
know
wait,
that.
guys. Okay, so when you're in the shake joint, there are some gentlemen in the shake joint who like to proposition the women,
Yes.
and I've known this for as long as I've been, well, not alive, but aware of shake joints existing. One day I'll tell you guys the story about how my first ever girlfriend in life, I bumped into her working at a shake joint, and we had a conversation about it. And I looked on her Facebook, like this. So this is clearly like in the past, 15 some years. And she posted, just because I work in a dance club doesn't mean I'm offering things on the side afterwards.
Wait, was that a line straight from the Players Club?
I don't think so.
Because that sounds very familiar.
It does sound like a line from Players Club, but I don't think it was in Players Club. But she was like, just because I'm dancing doesn't mean I'm turning tricks.
I don't know.
You know, I don't know. Either way. But I asked her about it, and she said, yeah, like at least once, twice, 3 times a night, depending on the night, some guy might say, hey, I got XYZ money for you to come back to the hotel with me and we get live. So I've known about this happening. Have I ever done it? No. Does anybody I know have ever done it? Not that I know of.
Okay.
I can't put it past some people that I know, but I cannot unequivocally say that those individuals went to the shake joint, talked to one of the dancers, and said, hey, I got XYZ money for you. Let's get out of here.
Okay, but what's the problem with that?
Okay. I have no problem with sex workers. I think that sex work should be legal within certain parameters. Okay. I agree that sex workers should be protected.
Yes.
What I do have a problem with is engaging in sex, is pretending to engage in sex work and then stealing from that person, which is what Cardi B said she did. Now, she said that she would drug these gentlemen and then go through their wallet, take their phone, take their watch, whatever. Okay, get it. Now, here's my thing. People were like, don't feel sorry for the suckers. Don't feel sorry for the tricks. Here's my issue with that, okay? From where I'm from, if you a mark, you going to get got. So I have no problem with that being part of the game, okay? Never let it be said that I was a person who was a defender of marks, tricks, punks, busters, none of that in the game. Because if you're going to play the game, you need to know the rules to the game. And I'll be damned if I'm going to, number one, walk into a situation like that with all my money,
Right.
with my jewelry on, with my keys like that, with my tool on me like that, and I'll be damned if I'm taking a drink from the person that's already there.
Well, that's
Period.
you because you're
But
paranoid.
well, no, not because I'm paranoid, because I know the game.
Oh, well.
I
okay.
know that people get rolled in certain places, certain spots, in certain situations.
Right.
Now, what I do have a problem with, if that's how Cardi was eating, if that's how Cardi was, getting on top of things, then hey, that's the risk she take, because the thing is, when you rob some people, they coming back at you.
Truly.
And the thing is, they know where you work at.
Truly.
If they know where you work at, they can find out where you lay your head at. If they know where you lay your head at, they can do a whole bunch of other things to you. What I have a problem with is you do this, and the reality is some of these guys really were just engaging in the sex trade, for lack of a better phrase, honestly. And now you've just made it harder for another sex worker who wasn't going to rob them.
True.
And so it's kind of like I have to balance my understanding of Cardi's survival skills with my support for these other sex workers, some of whom actually enjoy what they do. Now, am I well aware of the fact that some of these guys could have been patronizing, sex workers who were forced into the life, some of whom may be underage, some of whom may be strung out on drugs and stuff like that? I get it. But I'm not going to be so naive as to believe that there aren't some women who are in the sex trade simply because it's how they choose to make a living.
Oh, there's a lot.
And some of them actually enjoy it.
Absolutely. There's a lot. A lot.
You know what? I didn't realize how many it was until people explained to me the evolution of escorts and the sex trade.
The accessibility, for one, the fact that there are so many apps out there that allow you to set your profile specifically looking for, i.e., seeking arrangements. And there's another one, like, what is it? Sugar baby, sugar daddy type of situation.
See, I don't know the websites, but what somebody explained to me.
Oh,
and,
it's no.
And I've heard this on like 4 or 5 other broadcast outlet, shows. Instagram is the new back page.
Oh, you didn't know that? Instagram has been the new back page since Instagram actually platformed for a lot of these for booking or fly out girls to have. If you go on their pages, they have the whole
booking info. Here's my number.
That's what it
I'ma
is.
get flued out.
Instagram has set that up. People don't realize that. At first, it was hit me up via Gmail, but now it's their contact information directly. It's because Instagram is also supporting them.
And see, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until probably about a year ago.
Yeah.
When it hit me, they was like, "Oh, nah, these girls getting flued out. They they getting flued out.
Seriously.
You gonna pay now. Now. Don't get me wrong. You ain't shopping. You not shopping on Instagram unless you got it like that.
Absolutely. Hey.
Oh, look at the little baby. She's in the window.
Oh,
Hey, princess. Hi. I don't know whose child that is out here at
She
10
don't
o'clock
need to be
in the
hearing
studio
about flued out.
at night. That's strange.
Is that
That's odd.
that ain't a white baby? Is it?
No.
No.
Okay,
There's not a white
I,
baby.
look, I
Look.
can't see. I'm just
Look.
I
checking.
mean, I just saw us, so
Not no white babies.
scary.
no
Yeah.
spoilers.
Yeah.
Right. I'm sorry.
You haven't seen it yet?
Not yet.
Dude.
I'm
Let's transition
Okay.
from getting flued out
Yes.
to us.
Okay. That's a
Sir.
huge transition, but okay.
Yeah. But wait, one last thing I
Yes.
want to say about getting flued out.
Yeah.
Fellas, I'm gonna tell you like this: you're gonna pay what you weigh, bruh. So if you ain't got it like that, if you ain't balling like that, don't go on Instagram shopping for a temporary girlfriend. And the same goes for ladies.
Truly.
Don't go on Instagram shopping for one of these quote unquote male fitness models.
Yeah.
I asked, and the reason I got into the conversation was because I asked somebody. I said, "Yo, so you've been a personal trainer for a very long time?" They was like, "Yeah." I said, "No. I said, how do you feel about all these Instagram fitness models?" He said, "Bruh, them girls ain't no fitness models." I said, "What you mean?" He was like, "This guy, he actually trains like guys in the NFL,
Okay.
guys in the NBA, stuff like that. Like he's a real personal trainer. I'm not gonna say his name." He said, "Them girls ain't no damn fitness models. You don't never see them endorsing for Nike. You don't never see them endorsing for Under Armour, Reebok. Nah, you see them basically doing back shots, doing squats, stuff like that what are they really selling? I said, you got a point.
They're selling
They're not-
flat tummy tea. All
He
the
said-
teas.
I said, well, you got a point because I don't ever see, like, my thing is how you choose to express yourself, how you should express yourself. But I don't ever see anybody saying, let me sell you a workout plan. Like, I purchased a workout plan from a friend who was a personal trainer.
Right.
Because I thought I thought his physique was great. I was like, let me purchase a workout plan from you. You know, let me purchase a meal plan from you. But some of these fitness models, both male and female,
Yeah.
I don't see them selling anything other than what their body looks like, which leads me to believe you're not selling fitness, workout, anything like that. You're not even angling for endorsements because you haven't built up the consistency to do that. You're not even looking for clients because 90% of the people that you're marketing to or talking to aren't even in your area. So what are you selling? And he said, now you're in business. He said, you know, you're an entrepreneurial guy. You know how this works. He said, you also, know kind of how the streets work a little bit. I said, just a little bit. I'm street adjacent. I'm not, I ain't.
Around the corner.
I'm gonna tell everybody, I ain't no thug. I ain't no hood nigga. I'm street adjacent. That's the real. He was like, nah, you know how this works. He said, they not selling workouts. They not selling fitness. They're selling themselves. He said, check this out. Now, this guy makes a good chunk of money. And he showed me his IG DMs. And I didn't realize that women participated in the sex trade as much as men do.
What? Are you kidding me?
Did not realize that.
No. Wait.
That's the news to me.
Are you?
Back when I was trying to be a fitness model, I would have been a whole IG hoe. I ain't lying to you.
You would have been a honey?
I would have been a whole IG hoe. I would have put the HONE in IG honey. Okay,
That's awesome.
but that was another life for me. That was before I got on my feet on solid ground and realized who I am and accepted and put my crown on and became the king that I am. Okay.
Wow.
But no, like I'm totally kidding about would have been participating in the IG sex trade. That's not me. But look, I'm too emotionally tied to sex to be a sex worker. So you looking at me like I'm lying. That's why I said, you know what? We getting real personal right
I
now.
don't
Can we
like.
move on,
I don't like where
please?
this is going.
Yeah. So let's move on to us. So you've seen us.
Yes.
You have not seen us.
I have not, but
I've seen us, and I'm gonna go see it again.
I need to go see it.
I'm gonna see it
I
again.
don't think I need to.
Well, I've got a couple of fan theories here
Really?
that I don't want to say because I'll spoil it for
No spoilers.
B Wood, your favorite DJ's favorite DJ.
Can I be honest with you? Watching that, first of all, I went to see it at night. Like, I think it was a 10 o'clock showing, which is first and foremost like a setup for myself because anything after a certain hour, I'm going to be like dead to.
Right.
I go in there and I'm excited to see it, but the theater that I went to go see it at was predominantly a Caucasian audience,
Which I liked.
which I was surprised about because, hearing my friends that went to see it in like LA and New York and DC, it was like an all black crowd.
My theater was half empty, and I loved it.
My theater was packed with white people. There were 3 other black white
people.
and they were talking. You know how sometimes people are like, "Oh my God, I can't go see the a movie theater, go see
With
a
black
movie
folk.
theater," because they just talked about these whites talked the entire time. The entire I was so amazed, and I live. Can I say where I live?
No.
No.
Okay, fair
Don't-
enough.
don't
I
be
live in
specific.
a okay.
Don't be
I
specific.
live in a very prestigious part of Charlotte,
Shout out to you.
right?
Yeah.
And, whatever. But
T-Love, bad
okay,
and bougie.
whatever. So to go into this theater, and these whites are like, "Oh my God, you better watch out." Like, why is she doing that? Oh my God, no, move. Like,
No.
yelling
So,
at the theater.
I talked to my homegirl, Lynn L Boogie, who I think is probably the most even-keeled person I've ever met.
Really?
Okay, so you've seen me ready to pop off before.
Oh God, yeah.
So the last time I was ready to pop off,
CIAA, that was great. It was a good time for us. That's when we really bonded.
yeah, she caught me. This dude bumped me, and I looked. She jumped in front of me like, no!
You like it slow? No.
But this
It was a slow motion. Type
yeah,
of
it
situation.
really was. But no, the last time I was gonna pop off,
Yeah.
this dude walked by and bumped her.
Ooh.
And I was like, and he mumbled something. And I was like, yo, what you say? And so she grabbed me.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, you know, she had it was a thing. But she's like probably one of the most even keeled people I know.
Okay.
And she said the way I knew I had to see it was because she was like, I found myself yelling at the screen. I was like, and she went to see it during like a matinee, so it wasn't like a lot of people there.
wish I would've
Like she
done
was off that. She was like off the opening day, and so she went during the matinee. Like wasn't a lot of people there, and she was like, she said she yelled at the screen, and I was like, that is so dope. Now I got to go see it for real. And so like, I went to go see it in this very, very predominantly white area. Really, really nice area. Really expensive homes in this area. That's why I went to go see it there. And so I went there, I walked in, and I was like, damn, now I got to find a seat. Oh, I had my pick. The theater wasn't even half full. Like, it wasn't a lot. Like, I got my little Angry Orchard. I sat in my seat, and I watched the whole entire movie, and I couldn't move. Like, I was enthralled with the whole thing. But the movie... So people are saying... So it's two camps when it comes to us. There are the people who are saying, oh, y'all looking too much into it. And then there are those of us who really, really enjoy deconstructing texts because it helps us, you know, think and view things in our own lives in different ways.
It was
Right.
just too much.
Right.
I like to deconstruct texts. I mean, that's just me. And I look at us as a text. I mean, everything is a text.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
And so I deconstructed us for myself.
Okay.
And this is not a spoiler for you.
Okay.
So you've seen the preview, the trailer, where you see two families like standing across from each other and all that, and they're clones of each other, right? My deconstruction was that Us was a film about us dealing with our higher and lower selves and how sometimes we're pretending to be somebody we're not because it gets us more in life than anything else. I think it's the story of black people in America, how we have to code switch a lot of times.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because think about it, the way that we talk at work sometimes definitely in the way that we talk here. Now, granted, and I had a conversation with a good friend of mine this past weekend, Chris. I was telling him about one of my coworkers who, have you seen? You guys have seen Insecure, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Do you remember the scene when the girl Tasha from the new law firm
Yes.
that Molly was working at?
That was the most like pivotal.
So she told her to like
episode.
kind of pump her brakes a little bit.
Right.
So I have a coworker who is on my team, who one of my folks was like pulled me to the side. and was like, "Yo, maybe she should, you know, relax a little bit. She'll be new." I said, "Nah, watch her work. She hasn't been there a full year, and every single person on the leadership team loves her
Of course.
because of who she is authentically.
Yeah.
And she's even inspired me to be a little bit more authentically myself, to the point where me and my boss found ourselves at our one-on-one meeting on March 9th talking about our favorite Biggie verses of all time.
How nice.
I mean,
That's beautiful.
and yeah, but I mean, I understand that a lot of people, specifically in more traditional settings,
Yeah.
don't have that opportunity. But to a certain point, you kind of got to kill your assimilation of self to make yourself comfortable being in your own skin sometimes. And I find in being black a thing of beauty.
Well, yeah.
But you juxtapose that quote with James Baldwin saying, I find to be black and relatively conscious to be in a state of rage at all times. It makes me angry that I can't always be me.
Yeah.
And so now I'm like, y'all gonna get this blackness and you gonna love it. You gonna love it. You gonna love it. Now, am I gonna still be professional? Am I still gonna govern myself in a way that brings credit upon my name and my profession and my work? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But am I gonna dim my light to make yours shine brighter or to make yours even become the standard light? Fuck no. You gonna get this flashlight. You gonna get all that, baby. You gonna get the funk. That's how I feel, you know. So that was my take on Us. I don't want to say too much about my other theories,
Yeah,
because that'll mess it up for
I've,
you.
I've already heard too much.
No, I don't think you have.
No,
I
no.
don't think you have.
But I don't. I want to go in with no.
Okay.
So
No
much.
preconceived notions.
So
I
much.
want to
Yeah, it's a lot to deconstruct.
clean slate.
There's so much, well, not a lot to deconstruct, just watching it for what it is, but you can after you watch the film.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I went in it like excited, and then of course I had the whites that were talking throughout the entire
I almost want to go see it
situation.
with you, so I got a
Right.
beer with you after it and
Where-
see
where-
what you think.
Let's do it.
Yeah, where are you
Let's do
gonna
it this
go see
weekend.
it?
Let's do it this weekend.
All right, let's do it. Sunday.
Let's go Indian Trail.
Indian Trail.
Indian Trail.
Father God,
A really nice theater down there.
I don't know about it.
They got the Klan out there.
They do.
The Klan everywhere. I got
Not, where
Not
I
in my
live.
neighborhood.
rounds for everybody. What's happening?
That's good.
Well, that's good for you. I don't
And I got a concealed carry permit. What's happening?
I need to get one of those.
Anyway, so let's go to Studio Movie Grill then. How about that?
Okay.
Y'all want to make it a group outing?
I don't want to see it again.
Okay, well you can go watch What Men Want.
Is that no? Thank you. I'm not interested in.
It was
all
kind of
that.
dope.
I'm not interested in that film.
Well, let me shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
yeah. I'm
moving
just
right
gonna-
along.
Yeah, we gonna keep this rolling.
No, thank you.
Moving right along. Let's talk about. So I had a situation happen earlier today
Oh, Father.
that we're gonna touch on for just a second.
Fix it, Jesus.
I made a promise, and it's a promise that I'm going to keep to people who are close to the situation. And I'm going to say this: I am never in the interest of harming a black man, a honest black man's ability to feed his family and eat. I am never in the interest of that. So I'm not going to go into too much detail regarding the specifics of this situation. I've already told you guys off air what happened. What I will say is that I have a problem with a couple of things with this story, and that's what we're going to focus on.
Okay.
So, long story short, had a friend who was in a certain city celebrating the nuptials of one of her best friends in the world. Her and her other three friends have been to get her other two friends. Excuse me, it's a group of four. They've been like the Four Musketeers since God knows when, since Godzilla was a baby lizard. Okay, and one of them gets married. This is a joyous occasion. Afterwards, this group of young black professionals, young gifted and black folks, some of whom have gone to some of the most prestigious HBCUs in this country, decide to go to a certain hotel where they have a rooftop bar and have a good time. They are put outside on the patio. It's a little bit chilly, but they're fine. They're having a good time. There are blankets out there, so they're okay. But they're not getting service, and they were discriminated against by the wait staff at that night. They, of course, as you know, what is it? Shit, bougie black people like. Of course, they left bad Yelp reviews, and the management then calls them to square everything away. In the midst of this going on, of course, their friends are upset that they had to experience this. One of them has a sibling who posted, the Yelp review. This young lady who works at the bar, who is a white woman, made a statement that said that they were smoking weed on the patio and being disrespectful to other guests. Both of these things are a lie. Now, this is where I come in. I have a real problem with black people, and everybody should, with black people being villainized when we're the victim. Okay? Both Shim John comes to mind. After he was shot dead minding his own black ass business, they tried to make Amber Geiger the victim, saying she was so tired and she just walked into the place not knowing it wasn't hers and shot this unarmed black man. Oh, but it's okay because he had a less than an eighth of weed on his damn counter and a grinder. Yeah, okay. Same thing with Betty Jo Shelby, punk ass. I cannot stand Betty Jo Shelby. She shoots a man in cold blood in the back, and everybody goes to comfort her while he's bleeding out, literally right there on the pavement. And that bothered the hell out of me. And so I said that white people, it is upon you to stand up and say, hey, I don't give a damn if this person, just stole somebody's food stamp card. That doesn't give you the right to malign them and treat them poorly. They've already been discriminated against. Why are you going to kill their character on top of it? All I said was that there needs to be some accountability for the lies being told on my friends. This turns into a thing. Now, apparently the young lady who said this deals with anxiety issues. Now, we've talked about mental health issues on this podcast. In fact, one of the first podcasts that we had was with a mental health professional, Alicia Cobb, who is the co-host of Two Elephants in the Room, which is two Deltas who are mental health professionals who are talking about mental health stuff. And I think that's amazing. We've had to fight to normalize getting mental health help in the Black community. So this lady deals with anxiety. Apparently my post on Facebook, on my personal page, where I never mentioned the podcast name or anything like that, caused her such anxiety that she decided to check herself in the hospital, and I was accused of bullying.
Shut the fuck up.
When all I ever did was ask that for my friends to get an apology for the lie that was told. Now, not only did one person, my friend, my close friend, say we weren't smoking weed, she doesn't smoke weed. She can't even be around smoke. And then another young lady, who is one of my close friends' sorority sister, who is a member of Zeta Phi Beta, came on there and said the only thing that was rolled up out there was us. We was rolled up in them blankets because we was cold.
Wow.
That's it. So I have a real problem. Just like when people do racist shit and then turn around and say, I need to go to rehab, I have a real problem with people blaming their obvious falsehoods on their mental health state. And also with people, trying to say that you're bullying somebody for holding them accountable. But let me tell you another thing that I have a bigger problem with.
Speak on it.
We all have a problem with that. Your mental health issues didn't make you lie on me unless you're schizophrenic. I'm just going to be straight up.
Yeah.
What I have a major problem with is these Black men who are white knights
Oh, Father God.
for every white woman who does something crazy out here in these streets. Let's talk about Daniel Caesar right quick.
Can we get into it?
Let's talk about Daniel Caesar's punk ass right quick, and let's talk. And I'm not gonna jump down the throat of old boy. What was his name? Anthony Ford. That was on my page, playing White Knight. Talking about you don't know who I am. Clearly, you're a nobody if you have to say that.
I'm sorry.
Nigga, if
what?
you don't sit your punk ass down.
But no, I have a problem with Daniel Caesar. So I have a problem with Daniel Caesar and Murder Mook. And if Mook ever hears this, he can come see me. Point blank, period. Mook told Yes Jules that she had the ability to say the N-word.
Yeah.
Mook, bruh. I know that you still gassed because you beat Loaded Lux and the Dot Mob. One of your people from the Dot Mob is doing good in K-Shine. The rest of the Dot Mob is trash right now, okay? T-Rex has not won a battle that I can remember. You haven't won a battle since Total Slaughter. And I'm trying to figure out what you're really trying to do with this battle rap thing. You an OG, you a legend, you one of the GOATs. I'd never take you out of the God tier as far as battle rap is concerned. But you real trash, my dude, for telling that white girl she could say the N-word just because she grew up around Black people and I don't even think she grew up around Black people. I think she just hangs around Black people. Y'all got to stop giving people passes just for existing. Just because you cool with them and just because you be in their space a lot, man. Fuck out of here with that, man. That shit ain't cool. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. My grandma would whoop my motherfucking ass if she ever knew I was out here letting that shit ride.
Yeah.
Letting people be racist to my people and treat my people in a certain way and malign my people. Nigga, I'm from one of the battlegrounds of the civil rights movement. How dare you sit here and cape for somebody who literally did the same thing that was done to Emmett Till?
Yeah.
So,
quit all that bullshit, man. I'm
Dear-
tired of that shit.
dear white people,
Dear white people.
why do you feel the need, the hunger and desire to say that word? Can't we have anything? And I'm not. And look, I'm not even trying to make the whole argument about we've taken ownership of it. And
You can have the N word if I can have white privilege.
Oh, well then
Facts.
there is
Facts.
Okay, that's
Straight up trade.
even trade.
Straight up trade.
You can have the N word. You can
When we
call
have
me
good credit automatically.
You can call me all sorts of crispy crackety crunchy ass niggas with the ER ending
Oh, that's awesome.
if you give me white privilege. You wanna know why? Because then I'll have the ability to not give a fuck. And then my offense can actually damage your life. Oh, and let's talk about that white privilege because I was threatened with a lawsuit today. Oh, and somebody tried to hack into my
Wait,
iCloud
what?
today as a result of my stuff that I did today.
Are
yeah.
you kidding me?
No, I got notifications on my email that somebody tried to hack into my iCloud and my Evernote and everything. Yeah. So the thing is, if they can say the N word and we get white privilege, that means your tears,
Yeah.
T Love, are stronger than Thanos.
That's awesome.
So again, I don't even know where to approach this from because we could talk about the Daniel Caesar thing or we could talk about this situation. I'm tired of the white tears. Stop. Like nobody
That makes
cares. Nobody cares.
Nobody.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And who
the
don't give a fuck like me?
Nobody.
Who can slap you to
see,
your
I done
knees?
sparked a whole
Nobody.
duet. Duet.
I'm just saying. T Love is the homie, man. yo, T Love is the homie. Yo, let's wrap this up, man. I'm tired of talking about white people, man. Like I kind of want to get out of here tonight, man. Because
I feel you.
I'm
I
a little
feel
bit I'm a little bit blowed by this whole thing, especially
ridiculous.
like Daniel Caesar. Like I'm really like honestly, this week has made me completely disappointed and disenchanted with the black community. And it's a lot of things that I'm not talking about on here that have occurred and that I've seen and that I'm dealing with. And I don't really want to talk about it on here because I'm trying to make this a kind of lighthearted and joyous space. Yeah. And plus, we don't have enough time to talk about it on here.
True.
Maybe when we record again this weekend, we can. But at the end of the day, like, yo, black men, like, I'm so disappointed in us right now. Like, I ain't gonna even front. And this ain't even on no, you know, I have a big problem with dudes caping trying to get some draws out here in these streets. Like, I have a real problem with that. No, I have a problem with black men holding ourselves accountable for the fuck shit that we engage in. And then also, yo, y'all stop down on that fucking Bill Cosby hill, man. Like, stop trying to compare Cardi B to Bill Cosby. Stop caping for these dirty foot ass, trailer park ass, loser ass people who trying to, you know, steal our shine and malign us and all this other bullshit. Like, come on, man. Y'all got to get out of that shit, man. Come on, man. It's 2019, man. Stand up, dog. Be the princes in your community and the kings of your household, man. Stop all that fuck shit, man. I'm sick of that shit.
I just think that you put way too much faith in people to actually hold people
I
accountable.
do.
First of all, I never expect white people to hold anyone or anything accountable because they've already shown that they are incapable of doing it. So why put myself in a situation where I'm only going to set myself up for disappointment, right?
Makes sense.
And similarly, you know, my thing is I hold people accountable who I know and who I expect better from. You know, this whole Daniel Caesar thing, whatever.
He trash.
Pure trash. Dumpster fire.
Full of trash pandas.
Right. But, you know, the whole thing about it is that, you know, yes, ultimately it would be nice, white people, if you actually held your own accountable, but we know that you can't do it. So when we call you out on your bullshit,
don't play the bully card.
Don't play the
victim. Stop playing victim.
Stop playing the victim card. Stop playing the I was just and I'm not this and I'm not that. I had a situation this week, dude. The most innocuous thing. A friend of mine, you know, on Facebook, you know, posted something, you know, about, you know, unity and solidarity, and I put up the little emoji for the fist, right? This cracker gets on here.
That's awesome.
Shout out to Charlamagne for that one.
Yes, that's my favorite.
Gets on here and he's like, well, if you believe in unity and it, why would you put up why would you know, give the Black Panther symbol? I'm like, first of all,
B.
So I'm having my
Bruh,
inner
that's just-
monologue. My inner monologue is,
Right.
first of all, you spoiled milk-looking motherfucker.
Oh.
He aged like a banana.
Don't you understand that
He aged like a banana.
he? I mean, this month.
We got to pick this
Anyway,
back up.
all I'm gonna say is, that the sign of the fist is also has for eons
Right.
been also a sign for unity.
True.
Always has.
It always has.
As five fingers come together.
come
as one
together
fist,
as
we're
a fist for
stronger.
strength.
What is wrong with you people?
They don't get it.
And I put the black because, motherfucker, I'm black. What would you expect me to put?
Because I'm black, y'all. And I'm black,
blackity
y'all.
black. I'm
and
black.
I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
So what would you expect? But you know what? I didn't even go there. It was much more worth my time to respond to this dirty motherfucker with emojis
Yeah.
and gifs. And so I proceeded to give him just the roasting of just gif after gif after gif. And it warmed my heart. And then he was like, "Well, I guess I'll just file this under the black people can't be racist." I'm like,
Okay. That's appropriate.
bruh,
Appropriate.
whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do.
Appropriate.
I mean, but also let's just
Appropriate.
also address the fact, dear white people,
Dear white people,
Dear white people.
black people cannot be racist.
we can be prejudiced.
We can be prejudiced. We cannot be racist because racism is prejudice plus power, motherfuckers. You have to add that
power aspect to
that
it.
aspect to it. When you don't have the power, you don't have a racist.
I
you
get
don't have
pissed.
racism.
I get pissed to hurt your feelings. You get pissed, you can end my career.
Fair enough.
With that being
That's what it
said,
is.
that's gonna do it for us here at the Constantly Podcast, man. We gotta pick this back up when we record again. We're gonna record again in the next couple of days because I'm sick of this shit. And
And I still have some smoke. I
oh
need
yeah,
to
we
do
got
that
some
off.
smoke for the Democratic
I need
Party.
to pop.
'Cause
Oh, well, I got.
and plus we didn't get the Mueller. So what's your final words?
Fuck them all.
I've been watching that show. That's a great damn show.
Shout out to Don Cheadle.
Shout out to Don fucking Cheadle.
Shout out to Don Cheadle. Shout out to Andrew Reynolds. Shout out to
man.
Paul Scheer. Shout out to
And what's the girl name? What's her name? What's her name?
Regina
Hall. Regina Hall. She's so fine. She's been fine forever. Oh, bless
She
her heart.
has.
That's awesome.
Final words?
That's awesome.
Your final words are that's awesome?
Seriously.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Shout out.
And my final words, as you usually say, protect your tribe. As Miss EP used to say, protect your peace. And we'll catch y'all later. Peace.
Peace out.
Bye bye.